Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, welcome back to the channel, I hope you are well. Today we're checking out a brand new car to Forza Horizon 4, the Fiat X1. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. Let's go check out a Fiat. Here it is then, the little Fiat X1. Now normally at the beginning of these kind of videos I take the car for a race completely bone stock, but with the X1 I don't feel there's much point. We have a 1.3 litre mid-mounted engine, power to the rear wheels and just 61 horsepower. 0 to 60 takes 12 seconds, 0 to 100 well over a minute, 70 seconds to get there, and it only just does it 102 miles an hour is the top speed, so completely bone stock. I don't feel much point in doing a race. We are going to jump straight to the upgrade shop. I've got some builds in mind that I want to do, so let's go ahead and upgrade the Fiat X1. The best part of any new car to Horizon 4, upgrades and customization. First we're going to check out the good old engine conversions, see what we can do. So completely bone stock, 1.3 litre 61 horsepower, and we can swap in a 1.6 litre inline-4 turbo rally. And I'm going to be the first person in Horizon 4 not to swap in the turbo rally. I want to see what we can do with that stock engine. Now we're rear wheel drive, completely bone stock, but we can swap in 4-wheel drive if we wish. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm also going to go ahead and turbo it, which brings us up to a whopping 82 horsepower. Aero and appearance, I'm not fitting it for this first build, but we are going to check it out just to see what it looks like. So the front bumper, we can have a Forza front flap, which would look 10 times better if I could get rid of the bull ring. And then the rear wing, we can have another Forza flap, which actually doesn't look too bad. It sort of ties in with all the plastic on the car. But again, I'm not going to fit it on this first build. For the tyres, I'm going to go street compound, and I'm going to make them a little bit wider front and rear. 205s at the front, 205s at the rear. We currently have a terrible fitment. I'm hoping track width is going to sort that. So let's do the front, which it does very nicely as well. And the rear, hopefully, again. Yep, that's looking pretty good to me. We'll go ahead and fit race brakes, and then we'll go ahead and we're going to fit the old rally suspension. But on race suspension, this thing drops to the deck and has some real road presence. But we are going to fit the old rally suspension. I wonder what it looks like with drift suspension. That is low to the floor. Also, that camber is slightly ridiculous. Then it is drift suspension, so it's going to be, but we are fitting off-road suspension. We are currently weighing 2,200 pounds. For a car this size is fairly heavy, but full weight reduction brings out 331 pounds, bringing us just under 2,000 pounds at 1,937 pounds. Power. Now I want to get as much power out of this as I can, so I'm going to fit all the power mods that I can, see what class we're in, and then go from there. So by fitting all of the power upgrades, we're now running 262 horsepower. We're in the middle of Class A, we're 4-wheel drive, and we're turbocharged. And this might be slightly going over the top, but I want to get to the top of Class A so I can fit race tyres, which does bring us into S1 805, but I can bring that down by hopping back to our power mods, taking out some power, and bring us back to Class A 800, which puts us on 251 horsepower. The final figures with the stock engine turbocharged 4-wheel drive, 251 horsepower, weighing 1,976 pounds, Class A 800 with 68,650 credits worth of upgrades. Right, let's chuck the Fiat round a racetrack. Let's see what it can do. 4-wheel drive, stock engine, turbocharged, 250 horsepower. I'm expecting big things. It's not got a lot of weight, so you can sort of chuck it around. This car does make a pretty good rally car, so we should be absolutely fine. I have realised as well that I have painted it yellow, and it looks a bit like a wedge of cheese. But we'll ignore that. We're just going to go for first place in my wedge of cheese. Nice overtakes. It's the thing, because it's light, it's got a little bit of power and 4-wheel drive. You can sort of nip through the driver tiles. They are on unbeatable, and we're already up to 4th place. So I can chuck it in here, get the back end out, get the power back on. It's definitely in the corners where this car excels. The top speed isn't brilliant, but in the corners, it's a fantastic little car. You can chuck it around and not really worry. You don't have the power to get you in trouble. You've got the power to get you round the corner and out the corner. You don't get too much drama with this car. I mean, a little bit of a slide there, but it's all controllable. In hindsight, I probably should have fitted off-road tyres as we're sort of making a little bit of a rally car, but the race tyres don't seem to be doing too badly. I mean, we're in first place. There it is then, across the line. First place for the X19. I'm genuinely impressed with this car in Class A with 250 horsepower, but let's jump back into the upgrade shop and ramp things up to 11. Let's head into the conversions, engine conversions, and let's chuck in that 1.6 litre inline 4 turbo rally, 300 horsepower. Now this is where we turn things up to 11 and put the Fiat on steroids. We're going to fit all of the power mods, giving it the most amount of power we can. We're now sitting at 668 horsepower and we are still four-wheel drive. Now after a few more upgrades, we're sitting in Class S2. I want to bring that back to S1. So go ahead and fit the Rally compound tyres, which brings us to S1 900. Here we go, then let's test out our rally-tuned Fiat X19 S1 900, 660 horsepower. This thing should absolutely rip with no weight to it whatsoever. Be a bit careful into the first corner as all the driver tires fight for position, and then we get the power down. See ya! Look at it go, that's already 130 miles an hour. Careful in these corners, we don't have the grip we had with the race tyres now that we're on rally tyres. I'm going to miss this corner. Hard on the brakes. Now we should be good. Now we're on the soft stuff, the slippery stuff. We're on the mud. Come on, little Fiat, let's go. How's that thing a rally car? This car is good fun. That's what Playground Games have added lately, just cars that are fun. They're just fun to drive. They don't necessarily hit the leaderboards or the best car for the PR stunts, this, that and the other. They're just fun cars. 660 horsepower, rally-tuned Fiat X19. This is what we need more of. Hard on the brakes. Look at that thing dip at the front. Machine wide. Go. See ya! I genuinely wasn't as excited for this car as I was the other three cars that are coming with update 30, but having driven it and done a couple of builds on it, I'm actually really enjoying it. I think this could be a fairly good contender online as well, being an S1. Everyone in the stream yesterday was saying S1 rally build. It is amazing, and I've got to agree, it's really good fun. I urge anyone who is looking at this week's Seasonal Championship to unlock the Fiat X19 and thinking, I'm going to leave it. I urge you to go and unlock it. Go and grab this car. It is great fun in S1 900, but that's across the line, first place. It's got to be done. It's an option in Horizon 4 now. We've got to fit the drift suspension. We've got to see if we can get the X19 sideways. So with that fitted, we'll go ahead and change the tyre compound from rally tyres down to sport tyres, and we've got to make it rear-wheel drive because we're currently four-wheel drive. So slap on the old rear-wheel drive, and let's go get the X19 sideways. This thing looks incredible on drift suspension. Well, let's go then. Let's send the X19 through the S-bends. Let's see what we can do with 660 horsepower and rear-wheel drive. So chuck her in. Third gear, that should be good. That's pretty stable. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. I'm pretty much putting that where I want it. It's also trying to drift without much input from me, which is nice. It makes it nice and easy to drift. Just hanging that back left wheel on the white line. That's 90,000 points. That's not too bad. 106,000. That's pretty good from a Fiat X19. So there we go, the Fiat X19, the car I was least looking forward to coming to Forza Horizon 4, has probably impressed me the most in Forza Horizon 4. It's insanely good fun at rally tuning. Class A, Class S1, whatever you want to put it in, even if you want to drift it, it is massively good fun. Look at this, fourth gear, and it will just slide for days with minimal input from me. It's making me look good, is what it's doing. Fiat X19 will make you look good, and that is a statement on its own. But there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. Stay safe, guys, and have an awesome day.